It really wasn't that many years ago that every restaurant had a sign on the door that said no shoes, no shirt, no service. Well, some places still have that, but now it's also an art experience at the Figgie. Teresa introduces us to the artist and his unusual process.
Where some people see junk, Juan Angel Chavez sees inspiration. The Chicago-based multimedia artist is using a temporary artist studio in the Parker Building in downtown Davenport to create his latest work, a piece called No Shoes, No Shirt, No Service.
What I'm working on today is a site-specific installation for the Figgie Art Museum. I'm working on the preliminary objects and this preliminary structure that is going to house a web-like structure inside the gallery. So I'm making all the footings, I'm making some more specific objects that need to be part of the installation.
What makes this work so unique are the tools and materials being used. Not just any materials.
Basically, in 2 words, found objects, right? Anything that I find peculiar. And that peculiarity to me is very specific. So every object that is picked up is for a reason, because it tells a story. And that goes with the idea of the installation, what the installation is about. The installation is about, it's more like an homage, if you will, of sort of the discarded, both socially and environmentally and objectively.
We caught up with the artist a few days later installing the work at the Figgie. The cut-up tires, old pieces of wood, sections of fabric, and even the old umbrellas stand out as the room is filled with his vision. These things that people once threw away suddenly have new life and vitality.
They carry a sense of history most of the times. They carry a past that is really, that to me is very connected to existence, and it is really in depth. And in my mind, I find it very intriguing in that sense because of the sense of history, because of what it represents, what the past use, and how easy it is to discard them. What I want the viewer to recognize and to take away that my work is not necessarily a work of art, it's an experience. And that's really important to me, that you don't experience the work like you would experience a conventional piece of contemporary art. That for me, I want you to participate. And participation within the object means that you can sit, there's different locations, that it's not just a sculpture, it's not just an installation, but it's also a place for you to contemplate.
So the art installation known as No Shoes, No Shirt, No Service opens Saturday at our Figgie Art Museum downtown Davenport, and it runs through October 6th. And Teresa, I think some people might think it just looks like a bunch of stuff just kind of thrown together.
No.
But there is an art placement about it. I wonder if that's not too easy to describe, though, is it?
Well, you know, it's actually his vision. It's what he sees. And basically, it's a web-like structure that's going to fill the expanse of the studio, the gallery that it's in. It's
a large space.
Yes, it is a very large space. And it's found materials, found objects that have a new sense of purpose and a sort of beauty to it.
Some of those things were found here as
yes,
well.
He says he's been doing a little bit of dumpster diving here in the Quad Cities as well as Chicago.
That whole trend, the whole idea of found objects, you know, because we see it so much in our local shops, who are people who are making things out of things that have been discarded. And now this is a way of showing it as art, which I think, you know, this maybe isn't for everybody.
No.
But what, you didn't see it finished.
No, that is not finished. It's still a work in progress, you know, and will be done by the time the show opens. But some really exciting things that he does there. And he wants viewers to walk away with a sense of the history of what that is. And there are also, this is another neat element to it, there are places to sit within the structure, you know. Some of the tires he was cutting up, he says that's a nice place for somebody to sit.
Isn't that funny?
So,
see, this is beyond looking at a piece of art or a picture on a wall. This is a different kind of art experience. So
and that's what he calls it. It's an experience more than just an art exhibit.
Thanks, Teresa. Yeah, fascinating. Wow.